Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I totally forgot about it. Duolingo, man. It was just one lesson, man. It was just one lesson. So I willingly did Duolingo for 3 days straight because I wanted to see if my zero IQ brain could actually learn a language that's not English. So, yeah, let's see how that went. Day 1. I opened my computer and went on Duolingo, and pretty much this happened. Duolingo, honestly, interesting. We got Spanish at the first. I want to learn language. Second is French. Japan's third. Korean is no! That is right, folks. I misclicked the wrong language. My idiocy really got to me. So, let's retry that. Okay. That was a little bit of a misclick. We actually want to learn Spanish. Then Duolingo asked me a lot of questions, like, where did you hear us from? Yeah, duh, like, totally, like, Google search, like, typing up on Google, like, duh, like, what do you think? But then, like, asking just a lot of hee-hee-ha-ha questions, all that. After those questions, it was time to start Spanish lessons, but my brain's too underdeveloped, so, I honestly immediately failed. Duolingo's just gonna come after me now, and he's gonna murder me, so, after my brain legit died, I finally realized what is a girl, what is a woman, what is a boy, and what really was the man. But, I'm not wrong, that boy's gonna grow up and become a man, like, sooner or later, Duolingo. Like, what are you hiding from me, man? Then Duolingo's like, you need to really get those words in your brain. So he just tests me, and I immediately failed. Because, I don't know grammar and how to speak, because I wrote I the man when it was the man. After 5 minutes of intense memorization of finding out which one's a boy, which one's a girl, which one's a woman, and which one's a man, I finally realized I am losing more brain cells the more I do Duolingo. Until this one point, I actually got my brain cells back. Sort of.
Hombre. Niña.
Soy niño. Mujer.
Oh, let's go. I'm actually getting really big brain right now, man. More practice and another speed run later of trying to memorize what is a boy, what is a girl, and what is a woman, and what is a man. And, after that, I was finally done. But then I realized that was just one level of the tutorial level. Man, this is gonna be a long day. Then I learned about how to say apples, and I finally knew what was the difference between boy and woman, and no, I didn't. Not my greatest moment, but I did a redemption after that. After that.
Hombre. Mujer.
Then Duolingo is like, yeah, you need to make a profile, like, make it now. And I still didn't make a profile, so, take that, Duolingo. Day 2. On day 2, I contemplated before going on to Duolingo. Do I really want to do this? Indeed, I did. And when I first logged on, I kind of forgot everything. But I learned what water, milk, and bread is, the fundamentals of life, I guess. I don't know. But, I learned that. And then, Duolingo hits me with that review of, what I did yesterday. And I totally forgot everything besides apples. Not looking too strong right now. As I was doing the review, I legit lost some more brain cells on that day. So I legit forgot everything I learned the previous day. So I was like, which one's the boy? Like, how do you pronounce boy? Like, I was so confused. Duolingo, tell me which one it is. But I was so confused. My brain just flat out died. So, very interesting. More practice and review later. And after when I was done doing that, there was just one question. And this kid did something very uncalled for. He did some very, very interesting demonic burps. Yeah, let's go. What the heck? What was that? That kid's burp was very uncalled for. Shame on you. Shame on you. Why would you do that? But, after that, I learned all the public transit stuff, like a bus, a train, a plane. You know, I need to know all that stuff. And also money. You need to know how to write and spell that. And then after that, Duolingo hits me up with like, you need to turn on your mic and say this, humiliating yourself. Yes. And I just kind of sat there like, I don't want to do that. You know, after that, I had to like translate like Spanish words into English, and I didn't know any of the, you know, Spanish vocab, so you know I obviously failed. Yeah, Duolingo, how am I supposed to know this? How am I supposed to know this, Duolingo? More practice later, and I'm actually able to like learn how to say hospital, bank, and museum. You know, that's fairly interesting. But at the same time, you know, I started panicking because I'm gonna forget all of the Spanish I learned in like 2 days. And indeed, I did. I forgot everything, basically. So I felt like a dying slug. I don't know why, but, you know, Gary, get out of here. SpongeBob, I'm gonna be your new cat now. A minute goes by, and I can finally say I'm a professional on saying museum. You know, bank and washroom, you know, those can go in the garbage can. I totally did not forget that, you know, totally. You know, moving on, you know, then I got to this one question where it was all in Spanish, and I need to turn it into English, and I failed. I don't know. Because I don't know what she asked me. Duolingo, you got some explaining to do. I don't know my vocab yet in Spanish. Please help. Then I wasn't able to proceed because I needed to make a profile because Duolingo kept nagging me saying, time to create a profile. Fine, Duolingo. Fine, Duolingo. Day 3. On day 3, I finally learned numbers. Yes, numbers. Only 3 numbers though. Uno, dos, and tres. And I said those all completely wrong, but you know, it's fine. Duolingo, you should have taught me those sooner. It took you 2 days. 2 days to teach me 3 numbers. I'm straight up disappointed. But you know, I was just straight up review for the previous 2 days, and my brain started to melt because I legit forgot, you know, the difference between boy and girl because they're spelled basically identical, which really hurt my brain. Then I learned a large assortment of colors, which I immediately forgot in the span of 2 minutes. And, you know, I finally remembered, you know, my numbers, uno, dos, and tres, because Uno is in a card game and it's pretty easy to remember, and basically all I remember from the previous days was milk. 5 to 10 minutes of review later, I finally learned what a mother and father is. I may got the milk, but at what cost? At what cost? And then I finally learned like the essentials for, you know, a comfortable life, like a house, a car, etc., all that.
Ella.
I don't know why I thought this was funny, but she has a car. Yes, she has a car. That's some weird, really weird phrasing. I mean, unless if you're pointing at someone saying she has a car, I mean, yeah, that makes sense, but like that was just really weird. I don't know why I thought this was funny, but it was funny. Perfect. Then Duolingo got me in this endless spiral of review and practice. You know, seconds turned into minutes, minutes turned into hours, hours turned into many more hours, and many more hours turned to a day. My brain heard it a lot from this new information I couldn't comprehend. You know, I learned some things like a belt, gifts, home, more home stuff, you know, all this stuff, even a larger assortment of colors, you know, all this jazz, new information just going to my brain. You know, I also learned a lot about clothing, you know, how to say pants, t-shirt, and for some reason, you know, after all this, my brain forgot every single last word that Duolingo tried teaching me, besides apples. No, never mind, scratch that. I forgot how to say apples. You know, yeah. And just like that, with this final question, I need a comfortable jacket. I was finished with my 3-day challenge with Duolingo. Then I proceeded to roast Duolingo really pathetically. Poop. Boy, you smell so bad, you had to be in a chest, man. This is why your parents disowned you, and this is why you... And by the end, I finally completed it, and you know, I feel like I gained nothing because I forgot all the information I was taught. Yeah, I am very, very bad at retaining information. So, that was very sad, you know, all those 48 the ones I got wrong, that was sad, you know. I'm gonna change to Japanese Duolingo now. And by switching to Japanese, I started just getting perfects left and right. My brain really hurted because, like, I'm really bad at retaining information. Like, how How? I was so confused. I was like, how am I getting perfects left and right? So I somehow just assumed that my inner weeb is pulling through or something, you know. I actually have no idea. Like, I'm very, very, very confused, you know. But like, I only got like one question wrong. Like, what? So in the end, what did we learn? Honestly, not much, because I legit forgot everything I was taught. But, you know, I still remember this one part. I can go up to my grandma now and say, Hola, buenos dias, abuela, and then scurry off and say under my breath, Muy bien. I am very sorry. I don't know what this is. But anyways, you know, I thought when I was gonna do this challenge, I was like, you know, I'm gonna learn Spanish. I'm gonna actually learn a language and get fluent with it. But, like, what really ended up happening, you know,
Wakanda forever!
So that was 3 days of learning Spanish with Duolingo. I will see you after I get out of this van.